Howdy folks, today we're playing a deck called Cheat Death and Brothers War Standard. This deck was built by Sunday, and it's a deck built around these prototype creatures, really powerful 3-mana ones that you are going to blink or protect when they die. So when they come back, they come in on their full prototype side. Let's get into the games. Okay, here we obviously have no white mana, and we need a second black mana before we can cast many things. I think we have to mulligan this hand. This is a better looking hand, which puts something on the bottom. I think that something is going to be this Path of Peril. I think it's dead in too many matchups. It's our best card in some matchups, but not sure what we're playing against, so it might be dead. We'll see if that shoots us in the foot or not. Ganjo, okay, so it could be some sort of white deck. We're hoping to not see Thalia here exactly. Farmhand, sure. Question is, do we want to kill this with the Infernal Grasp or not? And I think the answer is we don't really care to right now. Not too scared of the farmhands. We're just going to get this Trespasser down. If opponent wants to kill it, it's going to cost them a card and a ward. So whatever, do they want to kill it? And also the ward, unless they have something that can make a sacrifice. It looks like they're mono white, so it doesn't look to be too viable. We did draw the second white for this Steel Seraph, which is nice. The plan might be to cast it for 6. Especially with the Reckoner Bankbuster going on here. Yeah, I think so. Gonna just try to draw a card. The Bankbuster, keep up the Infernal Grasp. Seems easy enough. Hopefully get this up point where we can get this Steel Seraph on for 6. Nice thing is if they play like a Seraph Paragon or something here, we can kill it and then we can immediately exile it with the Trespasser. Sure. Bringing us the damage. They're keeping up a Wandering Emperor here. I don't know if it's any better for them to play it now. I think they would probably rather wait. Okay. No Wandering Emperor. Yeah, we're just gonna draw with the Bankbuster still. Might kill the Seraph. And eat it with the Trespasser though. Yoink. Get in our damage. Better draw our card with the Bankbuster. Get this cut down for these ambitious farmhands if they get ambitious with transforming one. We also have a Blast Zone, but it's not really that good with a Bankbuster here. Opponent's a reader though. They might feel to ruin it. Which isn't a bad idea. If they're really scared about it, okay. Get a swamp? Man, we don't have a plains. Okay. Opponent hasn't really seen anything white from us. They don't have any reason to believe that we have any white in our deck. Yeah, I think I'm going to kill one of these farmhands. See what else they have. It's unlikely I would have been able to cut down anything else with a lot of value. Another farmhand, okay. At least we're going to be able to eat a farmhand here. Opponent has hit all their lands, obviously, through their ways. If I play the Steel Seraph, I can give the Reckoner Bankbuster flying. Give the Trespasser vigilance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give it. I don't think we really need a life, so vigilance right now I think is fine with me. So that way we can exile it and also keep it up to block. And our opponent, they've seen enough. They didn't have a removal spell for the Trespasser a while ago. The only thing they played were ambitious farmhands, to be honest, in the Field of Ruin. Not really sure what's going on over there, but we'll take the dub. Okay, we're here with the deck tech for Black-White Cheat Death. Like I said, it's a deck built around these powerful prototype creatures that you can cast for 3 mana. Steel Seraph or Phyrexian Flesh Scourger. And then if you were to blink them with Touch the Spirit Realm, like say your opponent targets with a removal spell, you blink it, it's going to come back as its full prototype. If you cast Undying Malice to it, when it returns, it comes down as its full prototype. So pretty good. Ways to save your creatures, but also upgrade them in this deck. And outside of that, we're just a mono black mid-range deck. With the cut down, the Go for the Throat, Infernal Grasp, Reckoner, Bankbuster, all part of a mid-range traditional package. We have the Graveyard Trespasser to interact with opponents' graveyards, Path of Peril to help us out in those mono red style matchups, and we also have Soul Transfer, which it is definitely possible to get an enchantment and an artifact on the battlefield in this deck. So I think it could be a decent choice. That way we can exile a target creature or planeswalker from them, and also return one of our big boys from the graveyard. As far as the mana base goes, we have Mistress Foundry. We have a lot of artifact cards, so not a lot of mana pips we need to cost. I mean, we have the mana pips in the Flesh Scourger and Steel Seraph. Other than that, it's Path of Peril and Soul Transfer with a double mana pip. So there's definitely opportunities to have colorless lands in this deck. And the deck builder Sunday has included a Blaststone and 2 Mistress Foundries. I think that's a pretty good split. I kind of like Blaststone. I see it a bunch in the style of deck, but it could definitely be pretty valuable. And just a suite of regular lands. Otherwise, talking to my Ganjo. Same old, same old. But yeah, that's the plan of the deck. You saw how it can function sort of a mid-range deck in game 1. Let's see if we can make it function more as a pseudo protection combo deck. I'm not really sure how you would call that in the future games. Okay, well, our opponent is going to go first, and this hand is tailor-made to beat aggro. So if we keep it, we're going to cross our fingers and hope that's what it is. And yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do. Imagine we'd lose to aggro. There's a model ready. You'd love to see that. Okay. Swamp was a fantastic draw. Going past the turn. They play a Bloodthirsty Adversary. We'd love to kill it with Cut Down. Yeah, I think we're gonna cut this down, I think. Yeah. Most of the things we're scared of have haste. Land or Loam Speaker. Okay, doesn't have haste. But something we're definitely bound to kill. We also have that Path of Peril up. If they like double 1-drop here or something. So it's specifically not good against Reckless Stormseeker. And doesn't look like that's what they have though. Yeah, we can't get this down. Because I played the wrong land. We're going to just pass the turn, take a hit here, and see if we can't get some more value out of this Peril. They can't have double 2-dropped at any other point. This is the first part where they could, and there we go. Now we're going to get some double value. We're going to get in for some damage here. We're going to get more value out of this Path of Peril. Get the Shattered Sanctum down. And next turn we can play the Steel Seraph and have the Infernal Grasp up. German Devastator, sure. Yeah, I think we'd rather have the life cost us there. If we had an Undying Malice here, it'd be feeling really good. But alas, we do not. See if they have a way to remove our Steel Seraph. If they don't, this game's probably over. Looks like they do have a way to remove it. Okay. If we had to protect, if this was a protection spell here, I think this game's over by a wide margin, but it is not. I think we just kill this creature. He's going to hit us for 2 damage anyway. Now we get to keep this Iganjo up. It's tough. We're in a tough spot. Gotta draw something big here. Phyrexian Flesh Scourger or what I would mean, or another Steel Seraph. Anything's good here. Definitely hitting up Iganjo. I think we're most scared of maybe 2 drops. So I think we're gonna put a charge counter on this to make it go to 2. Path of Peril, okay. So now if they have... I mean, we have to imagine they're kind of done with... That was pretty good. Done with the Shivan Devastators going on. Man, we're just getting run out of this game. Question is, do we want to put this to 4? And make them have another one? Like, see if they have another Raiju. I think that's a reasonable play. Couldn't pass the turn. So now they have exactly another Raiju. We'll be fine. So, yep, I'm gonna kill our Raiju now. The Blast Zone, and now you know if they play post combat Raiju, we can sweep it up the Path of Peril, and I think it'll be a good. It'll have been a good play. Halana Lena partners. Okay, yeah, similar concept. We're pretty happy about that. Yeah, I think we're priced into killing this Halana and Elena. Hoping our opponent runs out of stuff. I think I'm gonna play this Takenuma and pass. See if they have a Raiju or something. They didn't look like they do. Okay. So maybe we can get down this big Flesh Gorge here. Menace Lifelinker. Opponent could definitely have another Rending Flame and then this game is over, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's an instant. It's an instant, they'll just spend it now. Oh yeah, they only have 2. Do we get an attack? If we get an attack with this Flesh Gorge, we're going to feel really good. Snap in this block. Going to let us gain the life. And maybe they have a 3 mana way to answer the Flesh Gorge. They do not. Or 3 damage way. And we'll get there. I mean, that's why you have those big boys in your deck. Ooh, that was close. I was a little worried there for a second. I feel like I fumbled the bag in a few spots, but persevered anyway. We'll take it. GG's. Our opponent's going first, and again, we have an aggro slanted hand to deal with. You know, hand to deal with aggro. I think we're going to keep it again. It served us well last game. That's up with a year ago. You do love to see that. Okay, Phoenix Chick's coming our way. I'm going to again leave it the cut down, pass the turn. If they play a 2-drop, we would rather cut down than this Phoenix Chick. Another Phoenix Chick, okay. You playing anything else? Rabbit Battery. Interesting, okay. I think we'd rather kill a Rabbit Battery at this rate. Graveyard Trespasser could be good against these Phoenix Chicks in the future. I think this is a good turn to get the Scoured Barrens down while we still have the Phoenix Chick removal up and the cut down. Full Darren Epicure, sure. Opponent's on the all red 1-drop plan. Okay. So yeah, we definitely are going to get a Phoenix Chick with the cut down here. Then we're going to exile it with the Graveyard Trespasser is the plan. Yoink this Phoenix Chick, and now hopefully have some way to block these Epicures. They have a removal spell. It's going to cost them a card from their hand. It looks like they don't have it. Opponent added the mana that then didn't do anything with that mana. So yeah, I think we're going to attempt to block this Chandra and hoping that they block with an Epicure. And then we're going to touch the Spirit Realm on the Chandra. They're just going to let it go, really. Would you rather draw with a Bankbuster or give rid of the Chandra? We really thought our opponent would block there. If our opponent plays a Mechanized Warfare, that's going to get us pretty good. So I think, yeah, we are going to touch the Spirit Realm Chandras. Don't think giving them more. Okay, apparently we can't touch the Spirit Realm Chandra, so we're just going to get the Phoenix chick. I'm not smart enough to have realized that this only hits artifacts or creatures. That's okay. They're going to get another... Oh, they do have the Mechanized Warfare. They're going to get another crack at it with the Chandra. They attack with their Epicures, though. That means they're going to not have anything to block. Okay, they did hold one back. Going after the Chandra. Submit 0. Yeah, the Mechanized Warfare was good. Go and pass in the turn. We are going to be able to gain that life in the Epicure next turn. Opponent is really incentivized to plus it for mana. Okay, put on exiling some... So they can cast the Storm Seeker this turn. Okay. Yeah. So it's tough out here. You're going to deal us a bunch of damage. Just coming with a Storm Seeker, okay. Gonna draw. Need to draw something good here. Undying Malice. Not sure that's good enough. Yeah, we're gonna attack the Chandra, certainly. Exile this Epicure out of their graveyard. Opponent's gonna block. I think we're gonna draw with this Bankbuster now. See if we hit anything to play. Go for the Throat's not bad. Play another Bankbuster and keep the Go for the Throat up. I think that's the plan. Next turn, be able to block or attack with a Bankbuster on the Chandra. Potentially with the Pilot here. Opponent's dealing me damage though. Depends on what they have in their hand. Yeah, definitely killing this Stormseeker. At least we're not getting any more combat damage. Opponent could definitely have ways to kill us here right now with damage. Okay, do they have another way to hit us with damage? That's the question. Oh, and they do. GG's. Yeah, they had enough just to get there. Great draw from our opponent. Yeah, we didn't draw one of our life linkers, I think, which was one of the main differences. And they just ran us over. Ran us over, huh? GG's. That happens. Okay, we're going first, and this time we have Reckoner Bankbusters aplenty, so I think we'll keep them. We also have the Touch of Spirit Realm, Steel Seraph combo, although it's going to take a while to get online, so we don't have any white. This time we are hoping to not get run over by some flavor of aggro. Opponent played a Sundown Path. And a Brushline on Naya, something or other. Deny our tokens, probably? Okay, yeah, looks like it. You want to just get rid of this Calibrators now or draw? I think I would rather draw with a Bankbuster. Really need to hit lands so that way we can do two things. Okay. Wasn't really expecting a squee. That's pretty good. Path Peril's not great against it. Yeah, I mean, it might just be dead here. One hits us with 5. Okay. And did draw the lands. Yeah, I think we need to touch the Spirit Realm on this squee. We just can't get hit so many times by it. So that's the plan. Yeah, it's not looking good though. The hope is they just flood the board with some more Golly Graders or something, and something that we can just sweep away the Path Peril, which looks like they did, which is nice. See, they have something else that we can just Path Peril away. Or if this is all they do, we're happy about that as well. Definitely happy about how that went down. Opponent's contemplating Playing a raise the alarm effect. Probably, or some way to get tokens on their end step. Yeah, resolute reinforcements. Just what we thought. Raise the alarm at instant speed there with on a stick essentially. A wedding announcement, sure. Big question here is whether our opponent's going to have a removal spell for potential Steel Seraph. Opponent wants to make the 1/1, so they're not going to attack with the both of them. Okay, that makes sense. Scoured Barrens gaining some life. Wasn't an ideal draw, but at least this way we can block with a Bank Buster. Or we could just play the 3/3 Menace Lifelink. I think that's the plan. Just play the 3/3 Menace Lifelink. If they attempt to kill it, we can crew a Bank Buster. Three damage each non-token creature. Oh, that's pretty good. Gonna kill their resolute reinforcements though. I think we're fine with this. I don't think we want to crew there. I don't think we want to lose a Bank Buster. I think both of them are pretty valuable to us here. Question is if opponent's going to attack with both again or not. To draw the cards, and they might not. It doesn't look like they're gonna. Okay. Another Scoured Barrens. Are we going to play another Flesh Gorger? I think the answer is yes. And this time we're going to have the Reckoner Bank Buster lock up. So we're going to hopefully not take that much damage. Just creating a join the dance, okay. Yep. Resolve it on the creature token. Now they make a bunch of 2/2s. And we make a pilot. And we're going to draw again with the Bank Buster. Another Path Peril is a really fantastic draw. And that'll probably wrap up this game if I'm going to be honest. And yeah, we're just going to hit this up right now. Wipe away the board. Play a Steel Seraph. Crew up a Bank Buster with the Steel Seraph. Give it life link. Attack for 7. Big life swing, 17 to 10. Flip the script. We have the Bank Buster drop still. It's looking really good. Path to Peril, sweeping up our opponent's board. Play with fire. Yeah, sure. Yeah, opponent's on their last resort to play with fire. Their opponent chose creature tokens instead of drawing with the Wedding Festivity. Basically betting that we weren't going to draw another Path of Peril. Sorry, another Path of Peril. And we did. And that was the story of that game. So opponent gambled and lost. We'll take that dub any day of the week. GG's. Okay, our opponent's going first. And really, for this to be a really good hand, we just need a creature like Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. So we'll try it out. We will try it out. Okay, opponent leading on Swamp. We're going to lead on the Scoured Barrens. Get a black and white source that doesn't cost any mana down or life down. And I think we're just good to get this Cave of Koilos down. I think eventually we will end up playing this at Ganja, but we don't want to if we don't have to. Hopefully they play something that we don't have to get down a card to kill. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I think we do want to kill this at instant speed, so that way next turn we can kill Shelter. We're not really doing anything next turn though. I think we still want to kill it right now. We're gonna kill it eventually. I think we're just might as well do it now. Get rid of this Undying Malice. We don't have a creature to protect it with. I think that was a good draw. Get a Bankbuster going, and if our opponent plays a Sheldred, then we're certainly going to Soul Transfer. I don't think we want to have a Touch the Spirit Realm on the Sheldred because of Invoke the Spirit Warriors. So if our opponent slams the Sheldred, like they do not slam the Sheldred, they slam a Life of Toshiro Mizawa. Interesting. Yeah, so I think we're going to keep that Ganjo in our hand for as long as possible and draw with a Bankbuster. So this thing is going to have gained 2 life to our opponent. Okay. Definitely could be Invoked Despair here. Graveyard Trespasser. No creatures in the yard besides their own Graveyard Trespasser, though. Sure. See if they would. Yeah, they're going to go for the Exile. Okay. We're going to draw. So we can't find some more removal here. Another Soul Transfer makes me feel pretty good about Soul Transferring this Graveyard Glutton. And they're running us out of cards here with the back-to-back Gluttons, but I think we want to... yeah, I don't think we want this cut down. Problem with the Touch the Spirit Realms is it's going to be really bad against an Invoke Despair, but they also have the channel effect that we hopefully can use. Invoke Despair here is a 5-mana draw 3 for our opponent. So you're going to hit it, deals 3 to us. Yep. That's what they did. Okay. Invoke Despair pretty good here. Steel Seraph not bad. So I think, yeah, we can get the Steel Seraph on the battlefield. Really, it's only bad against a second Invoke Despair, but hopefully we're dodging that. Opponent didn't have one exactly on turn 5, but they might have a removal spell for our Steel Seraph here. We'll see. Infernal Grasp. Yep, we're going to try to protect it. See if they have another removal spell. They definitely could. If they do, they should definitely use it. It seems like they don't. Okay, we'll take that. Let's see if our opponent can get a Sheldred down or something here. Another Life of Toshiro Mizawa. Okay. Gonna give it +2/+2. Okay, I respect that. Going in for the damage. Gonna bring this back in, though. It's gonna be a life-linking threat. And get a Phyrexian Flash Scourger down, too. It's not bad. Yeah, we're certainly gonna give it lifelink. Do we have another removal spell? That's the question. Definitely could. They have 2 mana up. Could be another Infernal Grasp. Obviously, it can't be a... Go for the throat. Opponent's in the tank. Yeah, going lifelink here. We can give lifelink and vigilance. I'd be feeling really good, but unfortunately, it's not a combo we can give it. Opponent is in the tank about whether they want to let us hit them with this. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna have a Flesh Scourger down. And we also have the Touch the Spirit Realm up for that as well, if they target with removal spell. And we also have the draw for the Bankbuster, which is pretty nice. We're gonna expect to get hit with this Memory of Toshiro again. Opponent, I'm feeling like they have Go for the Throats, and they're able to still cast it. Be able to cast it because they have the Memory of Toshiro up. Touch the Spirit Realm can also hit their own things. Yep, they're getting in. That's fine. No blocks from us. Down to 8. We also have this 2 life linking threats going on, so feeling pretty good about that. See what they have for removal. If they play a Invoke Despair, we're gonna just Reckoner Bankbuster and let the pilot get eaten, I believe. And Gix's command. So it's gonna eat our Steel Seraph. Pretty good. They don't have any creature cards to return. So it's just a 5-mana removal spell on our Steel Seraph. Okay. We're going to blink this Flesh Gorger. We're going to draw out the Bankbuster first, though, so it doesn't cost us any life. Okay, they have a cut down. That's fine. Resolve the cut down. And yeah, we're going to blink the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. Have it come in and that was on the end step. Okay, apparently it was on the end step. Play a big Flesh Gorger. Pass the turn. 2 Flesh Gorger boys, big boys. See if they can defeat what we have going on. Big life linking threats here. An Invoke Despair would be pretty good, although I think we would just crew up the Reckoner Bankbuster and let it get eaten. And then a Gix's command wouldn't be bad, but it's going to cost them most of their turn. Having 7 power of evasive attacking power is pretty nice. Basically, like life linking power, rather, is very nice. Let's see, opponents in the tank. Definitely use some Touch the Spirit Realms to blink our creatures this game. See if it gets us over the edge. Wow, that's lethal. Well played to our opponent having Corrupt in their deck. Okay. Hit us for exactly lethal. Huh? I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. Guess we're going to hold that L. They needed a Wrath or exactly Corrupt. And they had it. GG's. Okay, looks like our opponent's going first. This hand is not great. We're going to mulligan it. This hand's a lot better. I think we want to keep... Yeah, I think we're going to put this Undying Malice back. Crappy as that sounds with the plan of our deck. I think we just want to keep the more powerful spells. See what opponent leads on. Really hoping it's not mono red. Okay, mono red looks like it's going to be. This is not a hand I feel like it's going to beat mono red, so this is going to be tough. Pretty tough out here. Felden, sure. Yeah. That was not a bad draw. So let's pass the turn, I guess. And try to get a Steel Seraph down. We're going to keep the cut down just in case they have a Reckless Storm Seeker. We would rather kill that than a Felden even. We'll see what they have. Okay, they're just getting in. That's fine. We're asking to kill this Felden with a cut down. They have a way to pump it. It'll be tough. Doesn't look like they do, though. Okay. Play with fires, that's sure. Scry something to the top. To me, that means I feel like they're going to have a Raizu next turn. Lightning Strike, okay. Yeah, I think I want to have the Trespasser down this turn. Exile the Felden, and then next turn, hopefully this Steel Seraph can give our Graveyard Trespasser lifelink. Feldon, sure. We'll block this Feldon all day. See which one they choose. They have a Mechanized Warfare. They did choose Mechanized Warfare, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I think. Yeah, still gonna cast the Steel Seraph. Give our homeboy here lifelink. Get in. Exile the Feldon. Pretty big life point swing here, and we also have this cut down up, so could be worse. Just gonna be a Mechanized Warfare turn from our opponent. If they want to attack, they're not going to attack the Steel Seraph, I don't imagine. So we're going to cut down the Phoenix chick. Get a Blast Zone going. As well as the Reckoner Bankbuster. Yeah, I think we still need to give a life link. Question is, do we want to attack with both? I think the answer is yes. Put the pressure on our opponent. Because now we're going to be at 18 and our opponent's going to be at 8. We have this Blast Zone too. Impulsion, sure. Lightning Strike's going to deal us 4 damage, but we're gaining more than that a turn. Lightning Strike on the Steel Seraph, sure. That's fine. And draw with the Bankbuster. Another cut down's not bad. Yeah, I think we'd rather draw, even if it means we have one less of a clock here. And now we have the cut down and the Bankbuster. This flips to a 4/4 on the backside. We have a cut down for Feldon or anything, or like Reckless Stormseeker even. Or an adversary, they see if they pay. See if they target our Graveyard Glutton or not. They definitely could. Looks like they're going to. Make them discard a card. I should have killed that adversary in response. That wasn't my bad. Okay. Yeah, they're going to get a free attack here now. It's going to be 3 extra life. Yeah. 4 extra life I didn't need to take. And they still have it around. Okay. Just gonna exile the adversary and pass with this cut down up and or the Reckoner Bankbuster or both. Squeeze, sure. Definitely get a draw here and then cut down, squeeze. Leaving our opponent in a position where they're basically dead. Go to my turn. Play Steel Seraph for big manas. Crew here. Give our boy lifelink. Now we're feeling pretty good. Had 18 life and our opponent at 1. Not really sure any way we could die here. We did misplay with the adversary there, but that's fine. Opponent's going to be squeeing on us, but we'd be able to block, and opponent has had enough. Just gonna give stuff lifelink and get in there. GG's. Good showing. All right, I'll take that W. GG's. And we're back with wrap up for Cheat Death, and then I think the deck's in a good spot. It's pretty well slanted against aggro, although we did lose a match to aggro. But I mean, you have some pretty good anti-aggro threats with Steel Seraph giving lifelink. Just 3 mana 3/3 lifelinkers is pretty good. Your mana can be a little tough on you sometimes with seemingly how often we draw the Caves of Koilos. And you do have the Path Barrel to help you in those matchups as well. But you have a lot of cut down, a lot of removal. So I do feel like pretty good against those style of decks. We did, in one match, really get to flex the might of the Touch the Spirit Realm, blinking our prototype creatures, but then we just lost to mono black in a Corrupt, I think is the spell, that deals damage to equal to the number of swamps they control for exactly lethal, where we were definitely locking up the game the next turn. So that happens, but I think the deck, the plan was good. I think being able to save your creature from a removal spell, and then upgrading it to an even bigger creature is actually a pretty good plan. I do like this deck a lot for the ladder. I think your opponents aren't really going to be prepared for it a bunch. I think I like the Path of Peril too, because it helps you in matchups where your traditional 1-for-1 removal spell is going to be very good against go wide matchups, things of that nature. And Touch the Spirit Realm is pretty good in getting artifacts or creatures, but what this deck's main, I would say, weakness is probably enchantments. We really can't do anything against enchantments. Really, the only thing we have is the Blast Zone, Singleton's Blast Zone, which you also have to tick up a bunch too. So it's tough. That would be a tough matchup. Enchantments would certainly, but traditionally that's hard for mono black. In recent years, you could say it's gotten better with like Invoke Despair and some of the spells that say, at least sideboard cards that say, hey, it's sack an enchantment out of mono black. But I think that's a fine weakness for this deck to have. You roll around into it on a ladder, but I think it has a lot of other good matchups where I think this is actually a pretty good and balanced deck, and I would definitely actually recommend playing this on the ladder. I don't think I would make that many changes. I think maybe you could go down on Undying Malice. We didn't really use it, but I think it could be really good in spots. So I think having 4 it's not a bad idea. You definitely have the best prototype creatures here in these colors. I think you can maybe change the removal suite up a little bit. Maybe Graveyard Trespasser becomes Sheldred, or I don't know, whatever else you feel like it could become. I don't think you need to, though. I think I like the deck personally how it is. I don't know if honestly I would make changes. Well-built deck, so good job, Sunday. I'm not the end-all be-all on deck suggestions anyway, so maybe someone in the comments can suggest and ways you would tweak this personally. But I really loved playing it, and I thought it was built very well. So thank you for sending it in. I love decks that are like this, where there's a very competitive feel to it, and then you also have some sort of unique element on the side, with this case being the blinking of our big creatures. I really like those style decks, and also more controlling decks or cards that or decks that also have like a mix of good spells and maybe a little on the jank side, so that way you can still pull out victories, or you can still have some power in your deck, and you can still flex the power or the uniqueness of some of the more off meta cards in your deck, while they're being supported by better cards here. So those are the kind of things I would be looking for if you want to submit a deck, which you can do in the Google form down below. Again, shout out to Sunday for creating this deck. And if you would like to see another video that's similar to this, you can watch our last video on Saheeli Anvil. Standard just the same. You can see on the end card right now. And until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.